Good morning to all dignitaries, guests, teachers, and students. With great joy and immense exultation and elation, I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here. Here we gather to imbibe 7 skills for a winning student from expert Ambassador Sarah Munyi, President Youth in Kenya, Africa. The question arises in our mind that why skills necessary to win students? If teacher learn all these skills, students are more likely to be engaged and motivated in their learning when they feel connection with their teacher. Building rapport and winning students over can help to create positive and supportive learning environment. When students feel valued and respected by their teachers, they are more likely to trust and respect the teacher in return. This can lead to better communication, cooperation, and willingness to participate in class. Ultimately, skills to win students are necessary because they facilitate effective teaching and learning, foster positive classroom environment, and promote students' engagement, trust, and academic success. So this kind of seminar and workshop help the teachers to reach their goal. Now, it is time to welcome our guest. We have the honor of having an excellent chief guest at our event. From the moment she arrived, it was clear that her presence would add a touch of grandeur and significance to us all. Yes, I am talking about Ambassador Sarah Munyi ma'am. She possesses wealth of knowledge, expertise, and experience. She has a power to captivate the audience with her charisma and commanding presence. I would like to call Cadet of Sainik School to give bouquet to Sarah Munyi ma'am. Please, ma'am, accept a bouquet as a symbol of respect and regard. Thank you, ma'am. Ganpat University Patron-in-Chief and President of Ganpat University, Padma Shri Ganpat Dada online joins this session. We are truly privileged to have Ganpat Dada and Dadi grace this occasion via online mode. Dada, you physically far from us, but your blessings and feelings are with us, so we are very lucky. Through the tireless efforts, Ganpat Dada has been able to contribute significantly to the betterment of society. Ganpat Dada, your work has touched the lives of many, and your vision has paved the way for innovative solutions and transformative ideas. Dada and Dadi, you have mentored and supported numerous individuals, nurturing their talent and guiding them towards success. By 3-time clapping, we welcome our loving Dada. Thank you, Dada. Respected Kamini Madam, leading member of Governing Council, Madam possesses incredible wisdom. She also gives warmth and kindness towards everyone they interacted with her. Madam offering words to encouragement and support to students as well as teachers. Madam's ability to connect the personal level with individuals from all walks of life is truly remarkable. Madam's purpose of life is not only to be happy, but useful to others, to impart knowledge, to be compassionate, and to have it make some difference. I would like to call Cadet of Sainik School to welcome respected Kamini ma'am. Please, ma'am, accept bouquet as a token of respect and regard. Thank you, ma'am. Girish sir is our GC member. He always guides us and showing path to impart good education. He eloquently shared his thoughts and insight on education. His very kind-hearted personality, he expect high expectation for our students and motivate them. I would like to call the cadet of Sainik School to welcome Girish sir.
Praveen sir is a GC member of Sainik School and chairman of AM Patel School. He is very keen for the development of the Sainik School. Such charming face and friendly personality gives us positive energy. He is warm-hearted, loving, caring and very decent person. I would like to call cadet of Sainik School to welcome Praveen sir. Please, sir, accept our bouquet as a token of love and affection. Request all cadets of Sainik School to welcome other dignitaries of the dais.
We feel immense pleasure to welcome other guests of the dais. Please accept our bouquet as a form of love and regard. Thank you, all of you, very much. Now I would like to invite respected Kamini Madam, GC member of Sainik School, for welcome address. Please, ma'am. Guru or a teacher has always been considered akin to a god in our culture. Guru Purnima or Vyas Purnima is the day to celebrate and pay our gratitude to our gurus, and today is a very auspicious day of Guru Purnima. Now I request Dada to shower your blessings on these occasions. Please, Dada.
Thank you. Thank you. Dear students, Kamini Ben, Praveen Bhai, Girish Bhai, Kelly Madam, Shukla Sahib, Kiri Sahib, all of the teachers, thank you for being here today. आप सबने I want to wish you happy Guru Purnima. But not only that, you guys are the Guru. Without you, these students, I don't know where would they be. But then success in life is not what you get from the society, but success in life is what you give back to the society. And today, you are proving it by your own action. Thank you for supporting our students. I forgot our chief guest. Thank you, guest, for being here today. In our Shastras, there is a saying, Guru Govind dono khare, kisko lagu paए, बलिहारी गुरुदेव की जिसने बताया गुरुदेव गोविंद. So you are right. In our Shastras, Guru is considered one step higher than a God. Because Guru is the one who is showing you where God is or how to get close to the God. Guru is your teacher to take you wherever you want to go in life. Our life is shaped by our gurus. I know mine now. I remember all of my gurus from grade 1 till today. And even today, I am learning every single day. And I thank to everybody who has come in contact with me during my life, because in some capacity, they are the guru. The beauty of education or teaching is also learning. So when you are teaching somebody, you're also learning from them. Guru contributes a lot to everyone's life, no matter how successful or how big you are. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, is there because of his Guru. Adani and Ambani is there because of their Guru. Guru may not become everything in life, but Guru can make you wherever you want to go. Some of my gurus have created many, many doctors and many engineers, but they are still there. I remember when I made the first donation to Mehsana, there was an opening and I was being honored. And after the program, I was being escorted. One old man standing on the door with the old cloth and some old shawl. He tapped me on my shoulder and he said, "Do you recognize me?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, I don't." He said, "I am your teacher from 4th grade, Mafatlal." He looked so old and worn out. When I saw him, I broke down. I could not imagine that my Guru can become that, because Guru is eternal. Guru is always Guru. And when I saw him in that shape, from US, I used to send him occasionally some gift from here. But because I did not see him for a long, long time, I did not recognize him. But that day, then I tried to touch his feet and I could not get up. I felt so bad that to light up your life. That day, my Guru proved that. Guru also not limited to whatever we learn in the textbook. Guru gives us a real value system by their own behaviors. We always have looked up to the gurus. When I was 11 years old, my father, I had a guru in the Sidhpur, and every Guru Purnima day, we used to sit. He had 1,100 disciples. I was one of his youngest and a favorite chela disciple. He always used to make me sit next to him. And he would ask me, he would start out with, Kaun? Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? Where am I coming from? Where do I want to go? These are the values that have played a lot of important role in my own life. It is not the mathematics that I learned in the class. It is not the science that I learned in the class. It is this philosophy, it is the teaching. So my dear student, don't limit yourself to the classroom teaching only. It is important, but the real life lessons, sometimes Guru also teaches you that. And make sure you pay attention to your gurus. Listen to them carefully. Guru also teaches you how to learn and how to become a student of a lifetime. Learn to learn. It's not whatever you are learning today, when you go in the real life, it's going to change because the world is not sitting around. The technology is changing. But the method, what Guru is teaching you, is a learning process. So if you learn how to learn, then you will become a student of a lifetime and you can learn anything you want in life. There is a saying that when student is ready, teacher always appears. I think this was said by Gautam Buddha. So one can learn from anything and everything. Today is an auspicious day. It's a Guru. Keep your Gurus always in your prayers, in your heart. Have a respect for the Gurus, because without Gurus, you will be nowhere. My dear student, I want to wish you all happy Guru Purnima, and to all the Gurus, please accept my pranam from the bottom of my heart. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dada, for your blessings and inspirational speech. Thank you very much. Now we are eager to listen our respected chief guest, Ambassador Sarah Munyi ma'am. Before calling for her speech on 7 skills for winning students, I would like to give brief introduction about ma'am. Madam is a life coach, leadership, change management consultant and trainer, author, government advisor, global conference speaker, advisor board member, TEDx speaker, thought leader, mountaineer, global champion for youth empowerment. Madam is a high impact trainer, an excellent life coach, a sessioned leader, executive coach and trainer in the areas of leadership, change management and personal development. Madam is passionate about inspiring people to dream more, do more, and become more. Madam is founding executive director with the excellent problem solving and analytical skills. Ma'am possesses strong interpersonal communication and presentation abilities as well as excellent customer relations, good management of people's skill in order to ensure that organizational goals are achieved efficiently and effectively at reasonable time and frame. This is because she enjoys interacting with the learning from different types of personality so to accomplish any goal set forth. Madam secured Bachelor of Science degree from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Ma'am secured certificate on leadership and teamwork from International Business Management Institute. Ma'am possessed certificate on strategic management from European Business University Luxembourg. Ma'am completed her customer relation management from European Business University Luxembourg. Ma'am is a founder and chairperson, board of director in Nairobi, Kenya. Ma'am is an advisory board member of Global Business Roundtable City, Johannesburg, South Africa. Ma'am recently received Iconic Women's Award for her contribution in youth empowerment. Madam also received award from International Parliament Conclave New Delhi for her efforts in youth empowerment globally. This is very brief introduction about ma'am. I would like to quote John Maxwell's line for ma'am. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their ability. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their ability. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. Madam, Madam, you possess very strong desire and determination. Now, I would like to invite Ambassador Sarah Mui Madam for her speech on 7 skills for winning students. Please, ma'am.
Thank you. Namaste. That was one of the first words I learned. The Hindi words I learned. Namaste. And the second word I learned just at the airport at Indira Gandhi, New Delhi, was to say no. How do you say no? Nahi. Yes. Because everybody wants to serve you, everybody wants to give you something, everybody wants to take you where you're going, so I learned to say nahi. And I also learned to say yes, which is ha. So I think the few hours I'll be here, I'll learn Gujarat. So I'm trying to blend in with the language. Thank you very much for the very warm welcome. The president and patron of Ganpat University, Shri Padma Ganpat Patel. It's such an honor for me to meet you at least online. It's such an honor. And I want to say that your good work that you've done here in India and globally resounds in Africa. I have heard much about you from Kenya in Africa. I come from Kenya, which is one of the countries in Africa. Thank you very much, sir. And since I am here today, I have made it to come here. I also want to invite you to extend the good work in Africa. Thank you. I also want to thank the Governing Council of the SMG Patel Sainik School for the Girls. Thank you very much, the chairman, the Governing Council. Thank you, the principal. I want to thank you so much for your kind invite, and also the leadership of Ganpat University. I also want to really specially thank one professor who has, I think, been a very good ambassador of the university, because he always told me very good things about India, very good things about Ganpat University. And I really want to, in a very special way, thank you, Professor Sanjay Vanani, for really making me come here. He spoke to me so much about Ganpat University. Every time there's a program, he tells me what Ganpat University is doing, the great programs that you have. I have taken a virtual tour of the campus, so I hope to take a tour this time that I'm here. So I'm really grateful for you, sir. Thank you for bringing me here, so to say. And Ambassador Sarah Munyi is my name. I have been introduced. So I'm the President Youth in Africa, and many others, the introductions that have been done. But since I'm speaking to most of you students, I want you to look at me as your big sister. I know that we have mentioned many things, but I want you to look at me as your big sister. Why? Because not very long ago, I was seated where you're seated today. I had the same teachers that you have today, well, maybe not here in India, but in Kenya. And I read the same books that you're reading. Maybe not in the same language, but I read the same books. I wore the same uniform. Maybe not the very one, but I was in uniform. And today I stand here to really thank the teachers and the gurus who taught me, and principals since I was small up to where I am today. I would say I have achieved some of the dreams. I am still trying to become better and achieve more. So I want us to just give us a lot of applause to all our gurus in the room, because they do a great work, please. So I want you to look at me as your big sister, okay? So I've come here, just know you have a big sister from Africa, and that's why I have come here, because one thing, I want to say that I believe in your dreams. Whichever dream you have, I believe you're here to build it. At this school and this university, you are here to build it. And I believe in it, and that is why I am here. And that is why our gurus are here. That is why our patron is here. That's why we are all here. And I want to start us off with a story. You like stories? You like stories? Okay. So I wish I could move about, but it's fine. So there were some people, and these people were in Europe. You know Europe? Where is Europe? Where is Europe? It's somewhere in the world. It's okay. So these people are in Europe, in a very small country called Italy. You know Italy, right? So they were journalists. And what journalists do is that they come here to a school like this because the best student in which grade? 12th grade in Gujarat has come from Sainik School for the Girls, right? So they come and get the news. Oh, we have the best student who is, in Gujarat is from. They go where things are happening. Who is making an impact in the society, so that we bring it to the news and inform people across Europe. So they were going from village to village, these journalists, looking for great people so that they cover their stories. Thank you. So that they cover their stories across, to newspapers and TV stations in Europe. And they were going asking this one question. Were there any great men or women who were born from your village? That's what they were asking people, so that, we cover their stories. So what would you say if it were you? Were there any great men or women born from your village? What would you say? Anybody? Were there any great men or village born from your any great men or women born from your village? I see people doing like this. There wasn't. One of the reasons why I was so interested to come here is because I know great men and women have come from Gujarat. I know, like, our Prime Minister, right? Yes, and even actually, even before Narendra Modi, we knew of Mahatma Gandhi, right? Yes, we know Mahatma Gandhi everywhere. In Africa, in Kenya, we've heard of his great. He comes from here, right? Yes. But this is what these people said. Every time they went, they met a group of people, and there was an old man, and they asked, were there any great men or women born from this village? And the people said, no. There were no great men or women born here. Only babies were born. Only babies were? Yes. Only babies were born. And it's true, because we are all born babies. I believe our president and patron was also born a baby just like you, and just like me, right? Our chairman, our governing council, all the great men and women that you know, your role models, people you look up to, they were not born with a legacy. They were not born with the great things that they have today. They were born babies, just like you, and just like me. So that means we all have an equal chance. Now that we are here, we all have an equal chance to create our own stories, to create our own legacy, and to make an impact and be celebrated here in Gujarat and even across the world. Okay? So I want to speak about 7 key skills for a winning student. Well, I'm also an author, and I have actually, what I'm speaking about is actually a small booklet that I have for students, because I think I've distributed this book to many, many schools across Africa. So I'll just be speaking from it. 7 key practical skills for a winning student. And the first skill I want to speak about is focus and self-control. Now, these skills are not just skills you need here in school. They're skills of life. And even when you go to, now you are in high school, even when you go to university, you will need these skills. There are certain principles of success that don't change anywhere you go. I know many of you, all of you will go very far. Even if you go to Harvard University, or which university do you want to go? Any university you want to go? Ganpat University. This skill, this principle will not change. Even if you want to go very far, you go to Harvard University, USA, or wherever, University of Melbourne, if you come to the University of Nairobi in Kenya, these principles will not change. Even when you get to 50 years, even when you get to 80 years, even when you get to age like our president, these principles of success will never change. So it's not just a life skill you use in school, it is actually a life skill you use for life. So the first skill I want to speak about is a skill of focus. Because life is a game. I want you to know this. Life is a game. And to win in any game, you need skills. And now that you know that it's a game, then you know there are goals to be scored. There will be people opposing you or competing with you. You know? And every time there's a game, there are people cheering you. So we need to know all of these things. Who is cheering me? What are the goals that I need to score? What are the skills I need to have for me to be able to score these goals? So the first skill, I hope you're writing this down because you're very good students. Focus and self-control. Every day, we have very many things that go through our mind. We have very many lessons also. How many lessons do you have in a day? On average, how many lessons? 8 in a day. Yes. And we need to pass in all of these, their lessons, how many subjects do you have? 12 or 8? Okay, 5 others are saying 5 because you are different. Others are saying 5, others are saying 8. So you are thinking about mathematics, you're thinking about physics, you're thinking about what else? English maybe? You're thinking about all of these lessons, and you need to pass in all of them because they are very important. So you cannot win in any game. You cannot win in life. You cannot succeed in physics, in mathematics, even to become the great woman that you want to become if you're not focused. If you're not focused. And if you don't have self-control. And before I go far, I want to know, because you cannot focus if you don't have a goal. Do we have people with dreams here? Anyone has a dream? You cannot focus if you don't have a goal. So I want to know a dream that you have. Do you have what you want to become when you go to university? Yes, please? Just project your voice. I hope we can hear you. To become a surgeon, please let's appreciate her. Let's clap for her. That's very good, and I know that you'll become that. Someone else, one more person. What do you want to become? Because that's a goal, and we are not focusing if we don't have one. Yes. An IBS officer. Wow, can we appreciate her, please? We are great women. We are not afraid to speak about our dreams. We are not getting afraid to speak about our dreams. I hope you're not afraid. Everybody wants to hear it. We are all here to support that dream. So you cannot focus if you don't have a goal. You cannot focus. If you're going to score, you don't know where the goal post is. We all know maybe like what percentages we need to get, maybe the grades that we need to get. Even if you are in grade 8, you need to know what is the grade I need to get when I leave here. When I leave Sainik School for the girls, what do I want to appear in my certificate? That's a goal, because if we don't know the goal post, then we can score anything and get anything. Anything comes, anything goes, you know, and then you'll not be happy with yourself, you know. You look back sometimes and regret. I wish I focused more. When I was at Sainik School for the girls, I wish I was more focused. I wish I had more self-control. So the first skill you need is to focus. Focus is the ability to say no. If somebody comes to you, if you're telling somebody, oh, let's go to the bathroom, and they say no, that person is focused on something. That person already has their mind elsewhere. Their center of concentration is somewhere. So if you want people to respect you, by the way, learn to say no. And I'm not saying you say no to the good things, but at least some of us say yes to everything. Let's go here, take me here, you go. Take me there, we go. Let's backbite so and so. Let's, you know, you say yes to everything. Today, learn to say no. It is good, and even the way you build respect for yourself is when you learn to say no. Of course, we need to say yes to some things, the good things. So the first skill is focus and self-control. Focus helps you to build self-control, and you get what you focus on. So that's very important. You see, the difference between your favorite subjects. Do you have a favorite subject? You do? Okay, my favorite subject was history when I was in high school. I was in a high school somewhere at the slopes of Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is the second highest mountain in Africa. And it was at the slope. So my favorite subject was history, because I love to learn, you know, what happened, how did the country come to form together, how was our countries formed, you know, where is every country. So I knew about India even when I was like very young. I knew about some places in India, Varanasi, all of those places. I love to know the history. So that was my favorite subject. The difference between your favorite subject and your not so favorite, do you also have lessons or subjects that, you know, that are, which is the hardest subject for you? Yeah? Okay, it's a chorus now, so just shoot your hand, we see. Which is the hardest? Which is the hardest subject for you? Yes? Mathematics. No, that's the easiest. Mathematics is the easiest. I'll give you a formula for mathematics, by the way, before we finish. But thank you for being honest. We clap for her. Everybody who speaks, we are clapping for her. Okay, from this side, somebody from this side, what's your hardest subject? Yes? Physics. That's the easy. Can we clap for her? What do you mean? Those are the easiest subjects. And this side, somebody, one great woman. All of us here are great women and great men, right? You can't be here and you're not great. You're bold, you're confident, yes. Science. Okay, let's appreciate her. I want to say thank you very much because you are being honest. But I want to say there's no hard subject. The difference between your favorite and your hardest or least favorite subject is your ability to focus on it. And I want to say this, the same thing you do to your favorite subject. This is what I would do myself. You know, when I get bored in the morning, we are having prep, because we'd wake up at 5 in the morning. I get bored, you know, doing maybe mathematics or English. I would pick my history book. I would read before the teacher. I would always get at least 80% out of 100, or 40% out of 50, at least. I would even get 98%, like I only failed one. Why? Because my focus was more on this one subject. So for the mathematics, for your science, for your physics, for your chemistry, just put more focus, okay? Just put more focus, concentrate on it more. And then I want you to remove in your mind that there is a hard subject. It is not there. You get what you give. You always get what you give. So you give negative thoughts. I don't even like the science teacher. You know what? I don't even like the mathematics teacher. You will get that back. So focus is very important. Just focus more. The same thing you do for your favorite subject, start doing for your least favorite subject. The second skill I want to speak about, because I don't have much time, is decision making. This is the act of choosing between two or more courses of action. Everything you do in life is a decision. And the most important thing you can do in a day, ladies and gentlemen, my good, great women, the most important thing you can do in a day is make a decision. Life is full of choices and decisions. One of the things that will make you in your life is a decision that you will make today. Every day you have a chance to make a choice of the kind of life you want for yourself. And I want to say this, you're not here for yourself. The decisions you're making today, every day about your friends, what other choices do you make in a day? We are making decisions every day, right? Even where you'll go next, is a choice you have in your mind. It's a decision that you have to make. Okay, what other choice? You choose your friends, right? What else do you choose? What else are you choosing? You don't choose, you just follow the program. Okay, we have a timetable here because we are organized, but there are choices and decisions you have to make for yourself. And the most important thing you can do for yourself is make a decision. There are people who you need to decide between one thing and the second thing, and you can't decide. You can't decide and you waste time. So we decide about our friends, we decide about the attitude you want to have. You can decide to like a teacher, you can decide to hate a teacher. You can decide to become the person who is always complaining. Yeah? What else do you decide about? Okay, let's start from this side. Any choice you make in a day. You don't make choices or now you're thinking. You're trying to make them now. It's very important to learn decision making. Just to make a decision. At this time, these 45 minutes, I want to concentrate on geography. And I stick there. Such that even as we know, if, I wish I knew a name of one of you. Who was Chandrika? Do you have Chandrika here? Or it's not an... Any name? What's your name, please? Soumya. Yes. Such that we know Soumya, when she says yes, it's a yes. Like we know that. If we are looking for a class representative, we know it's Soumya because she is firm. We need to know you for that. Not when you say, yes, I will do it. The next time you're coming, you already said, no, I'm not going. I decided I won't go. So we don't know much about you. We don't know if we can trust you. You're not reliable. And these skills, they're very important even in the world of work. So decision making, learn to make decisions for yourself. Now we are mature, we are here we are going to university. We need to learn to make decisions for ourselves. I have decided, teacher, I have decided this is what I'm going to do. Please advise me. That's very good. The teacher is very happy to see you can make decisions, you can think, you can make decisions for yourself. Decision making is very important and it will take you very far. People like to see firm people. People like to see decisive people. And that is leadership. The third skill I want to speak about is time management. What is the most expensive thing in the world? What is the most? It's not a German car. You know German machines are very expensive. Please clap for yourself because you know that. We usually say that time is money. But time is not money because if you lose money today, you can get money tomorrow. But if you lose time, if you sit here for those 30 minutes and you didn't hear anything, even from our patron, you didn't hear anything. The whole class, your lesson is 40 minutes? How long is the lesson? 45 minutes. If you were asked, what did the teacher say? It was a physics class. You didn't catch anything. You didn't That is time that is wasted. And for you to recover that time, you'll have to, become a bother to everybody. You are coming, please, did you understand here? It's good to ask, but at least listen when the teacher is teaching. Listen when the teacher is teaching. Time management. That's the most expensive resource you have here on earth. And even when God created you, He deposited in your life time for you to be able to accomplish and execute your mandate on earth. Because there's a reason as to why He put you here. So time is very important, and you need to be able, in fact, we are here in Sainik for just a period of time, right? Because what is an hour? An hour is just time packaged into a period. What is an year? Really? It is just time that has been packaged into a period. What is a decade? It is just time. So we need to be very keen about how we manage time. I know here we have a program, but we also have time that we manage ourselves. So we need to make sure that we plan our times well. If it's going to the games, let's go for the games. If it's about, you have your free time to study, make sure you are using your time well, because time wants God. You may think, oh, I have too much time. Well, I am just in grade 8. I'm just in grade 10. I'm just in grade. You think you have time. You don't have time. So every day do the things that you're supposed to do. And I want to give you a very good formula that will help you, even with your subjects. Every day, make sure that you learn at least in every subject that you have, make sure you learn something new you did not know yesterday. Because the way you manage time is that you put value in it. So if I am able to learn something I did not know about geography, every day, there is no reason as to why you shouldn't get 100%. So every day, listen, I want to give you a very simple formula here. Every day, make sure in all the subjects, you have learned something new about a subject that you did not know yesterday. If it's mathematics, you are able to write you are memorized at least the formula. Because if you memorize the formula, you can get the whole problem, right? You understand? You understand that? Yes. Every day, just one new thing. Just one new thing. And you'll be able to you find yourself utilizing your time well. What have I learned in geography today? What new have I learned in English today? What new have I learned in science today? That way, you will start to utilize your time much better and feel, when you go to sleep, you feel like, oh, today I have done something, At least I remember this formula. At least I remember this theory. At least I remember this principle. Okay. And then the fourth skill I want to speak about is persistence and consistency. The habit of persistence is the habit of victory. You will not succeed in anything, even in that your favorite subject, if you're not persistent in it. Some of us, we are very bright, which is good. See, we are bright. We are bright, right? Yeah, some of us, we are very bright. And because you think you are always number one in your class, you are always, after all, you're always the one who's getting mathematics the highest, so you kind of think, you don't even study it much. Let me tell you something I did, and maybe you will learn from it. I told you about my favorite subject, which was history. And this is what happened when I finished our Form 4, or our end of high school exam is called Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. That is KCSE. So I thought that I'm so good in history, and I was, because I was always the best student in history in my class. I thought because I was so good, I don't need to study about it much. So I didn't do the enough revision I needed to do when we were preparing for the KCSE. And it really failed me in the exam, because I would always get an A. I ended up getting a B minus in the final exam, and I remember I even cried. Because I did not persist. Some of you get mathematics even 80%. Congratulations. But that's not yet. You still need to persist. You still need to be consistent. You still need to give the equal effort for you to be able to maintain that level of grade. Otherwise, you find at the final exam, it may happen like mine. So please, we need to keep persisting. And I want to say this, please. If you don't ever let the teacher leave the class if you have not understood what they have said. That is persistence. It's good to follow the teacher and tell the teacher, I didn't understand this theory, I didn't understand this formula. That is persistence. If you don't persist, you don't get it. Even in the world of work, today, I usually help organizations hire people, you know, when you finish your college, maybe you're looking for an internship, you're looking for work. And sometimes, we usually do a series of interviews, and we are looking at different skills. We are looking at your ability to work with people. We are looking at your ability to be consistent and persistent. Some of these skills are very important in life. So, consistency and persistency. So we are not stopping at mathematics 80%. That's all I want to get. If you can get 80%, you can get 90%. If you can get 90%, you can get 100. Is that possible? Is that possible? And then clap for yourself if you know that. Persistence and consistency. And that's how you sharpen any skill anyway. That's how you sharpen any skill. For you to be perfect in a skill, today we have the best cricket. Let me talk about cricket. So who's the best cricket player in India? Yes? Okay. Okay, so let's have one. Just shoot your hand and say. Just shoot your hand and say, yes. Okay, good. Let's clap for her. So, do you think he was born with that skill? If you ask him, if he spoke to us today like our patron, if he spoke to, he'll tell you the many times he has been on that cricket field there, just practicing when everybody else has gone to the dormitory or when everybody else has gone, he's there. All the greatest players that you know in any game, they are always persisting. Even if they won the marathon. In fact, let me tell you about, you know Usain Bolt? Have you ever heard of a man called Usain Bolt? Who is he? Who? Fastest man, right? Yes. So from Jamaica. You know, he's very fast. And yeah, when he finished his athletic, you know, career, he did a movie, which I encourage you can go and look for it. It's called Usain Bolt. And he speaks about even every time he won the marathon or whichever Olympics in London, his coach, the following morning, his guru, the following morning is telling him in the field at 5 in the morning, yet he won the Olympic yesterday. The following morning back to the field, because that is not your best. Because you can always do better. Because no matter how much you have, you can always get more. You can always do better, but it is persistence. So I want you to build a culture of persisting. I know I was number one. Let me tell you, this time, for those of us who are number one, we appreciate you. Let's appreciate them. All of those, they did very well. But I want to tell you, this time, that position is up for grabs. Doesn't belong to you. The same with your position if you are last, or you are the last top, least 5. That position does not belong to you. It's now up for grabs. But how you get the position that you want and the grades that you want is that you persist. So in case you are number one, top 5, always top 5, that position is not yours. It is always up for grabs, and we need to keep on persisting for us to retain or even do better. That's how we win. So what was the first word? Revision moment. Revision moment. What was the first skill? Very good. What was the second one? Okay, and what was the third one? What? Time management. And number 4? Consistency. Okay. Persistence and consistency, they go hand in hand. You cannot be consistent if you're not persisting. Number 5 is resilience. The other skill you need to build is the skill of resilient, because your dream is not cheap. Your dream is not cheap. And I know if I ask everyone here, we don't have time, but everyone here, you have a dream or a goal you want to work in, to become somebody. Yeah? And your dream is not cheap. It is not, if it is cheap, if you go and ask anyone somewhere in Gandhinagar, you ask them, what did you want to be when you were young? Just it, and they will tell you, oh, I wanted to be a doctor. They all had great dreams. I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that. I wish I could be, there are people somewhere, maybe our brothers and sisters, or maybe, but they are wondering, they're saying, maybe I wanted to be this, I wish I could have become this, and they live with regrets. So I want to say your dream is not, say my dream is not cheap. I want you to say after me, my dream is not cheap. It has a price to pay. And I'm willing to pay the price. Okay, appreciate yourself for that. For you to get that dream, you need to be resilient. Things will not always be easy. Because that's life. That's life. You need to build a thick skin. You don't always, in life, you not always get what you want. Sometimes you have even worked so hard. You have tried to revise mathematics. Last time you got, how much did you get last term? What did you get last term? Mathematics? Okay, let's say you got 80%. Isn't it? No. Okay, what did you get? Yeah? 90? Okay. So we are speaking about resilience. Sometimes you will work so hard, do everything right, and sometimes things will just not work the way you wanted. Sometimes life happens like that. When it happens, you don't start saying, oh, now I have failed, you look at yourself like a failure. You need to have resilience. Life will not always be easy. You get what you want, everything. Today you can go to your parent, Dad, I want this, Dad, I want that. Sometimes in life you'll not get what you want. And even for you to be here today, you know that already, somehow. So you need to be resilient. You're not saying, oh, my parents don't love me. They only love my big sister. She's the only one who keeps on getting this and that. For me, I don't get. Always complaining, the teacher this, the teacher that. We need to build resilience. Say resilience. We need to build resilience. Yes. The ability to be able to stay through a difficult period and not lose ourselves and not start hating everybody, and we still keep a positive outlook. Even though I did not get what I wanted this term, I will get the grade I want this year. I will work for it. That is resilience. And we need to build that. Who are some of the great women? Oh, I know Mother Teresa, right? You know Mother Teresa? Yes, Mother Teresa. And she did a lot. I have read her books. I have read, her story, great difficulties. And you know why we celebrate Mahatma Gandhi? All of those great people. Because in very hard times, they stood through. They did not give up and say, oh, it is so hard, we can't die. They put their lives on the line. They were willing to give up everything so that we can have a nation, so that we can, become independent, so that we can be who we are today as a country, as the sovereign country. And that is resilience. So we need to build that kind of resilience. So even if things don't go the way I want, I still have a chance to make it better because I still have myself. I am in good health. I am in a good place like this. We have all the support coming even from our patron all the way where he is. We can always do better. So I want us to be able to build resilience, a thick skin. Not every simple thing. There are even some people who, if you see us laughing somewhere, you think we are laughing about you. You start hating us. They're backbiting me. You need to also pause and laugh with them. Yeah? We are very, very sensitive. Something small, oh, they were talking about me. Oh, they were doing this. And then we start hating each other. We need to build some resilience and it's even maturity, which we need to build. Skill number 6 I want to speak about is concentration. Concentration skills. Concentration is the ability to focus your attention on one single thought or subject, removing everything else from your mind. And this is one of the most important skills you need to master, concentration. And I know the concentration, I know there are science figures that are given that the concentration span of somebody, I don't know, lasts for at least 45 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours around there. But we need to, if you set your mind to do something, give it even a good 30 minutes or a good 45 minutes to just concentrate and, remove every distraction. What are some of the distractions we have? Of course, the enemy of concentration is distractions. What are some of the distractions we have? Common distractions? These ones you know. These ones you know because you have them, yes. Yes? Mobile phone. Wait, you have mobile phones in class? Okay. But it's good, you know, she has for all that boldness. Please appreciate her. Okay. Yes, you're also saying something? Oh, the same one. We clap for her too. Another distraction we have. You can't concentrate. You sit in your mind, you want to do something, but your mind is somewhere at home. Eating what? Okay. Another one, another distraction. These ones we know them. Common distractions we have. Friends, thank you very much. Let's appreciate her. Because there are people who just can't keep quiet. You are on the noisemakers list every day. Yeah? You can't keep quiet, and you can't solve mathematics problems. So we need to be, of course, friends can become a distraction. And we need to be very careful. In fact, we say mind your associations, because where they are going, you are going to. We say birds for feather. You know that's English saying? Birds for feather flock together. And that's an English saying. Birds for feather flock together, and they also land on the same tree. So where your friends are going, you are also going. So if your friends are the people who are always laughing in class, you know, making noise and, you know, talking behind the teacher and doing all of those things, whatever they are getting, you are getting to. Okay? So friends can be a distraction. Another person on this side. Another distraction. These ones we have. I told you I'm your big sister. You don't hide anything from your big sister, right? Yes? Yeah? 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 Oh, television. Can we appreciate? Yes, can we appreciate? You are laughing and you didn't say. Okay, so what time? We have time to watch television all the time? But when we are home, we watch television maybe other times. Yes, that can be a distraction. And television, let us put it together with social media, everything, all of those things, yeah? They are all packed together. Very good. Television and what's happening there. This side, another distraction. Yes, please go. Yes? Okay, could you please just project your voice? Okay, I can't hear really. I can't hear what you say. Somebody just. Down? Oh my God. Okay, just tell me. Down? Oh my God. Oh, doubts. Okay, doubts, yes. Oh, please appreciate her. That's a very good one. I didn't think you could say that, but that's very important. Doubts. Doubting. That is serious. And I want to, the fact that you are here in this school, by the way, you have everything you need for you to become that great woman that you are. Are we together? Are we together? So never doubt yourself. And I know some of us, you may feel, oh, since I was in grade, which one? I've never even gotten mathematics above 50, so I'm now in grade 12, so what is the hope, you know? So you can actually, you know, give up. I understand. I told you I'm your big sister, I know. You know, so don't doubt yourself. And don't give up. You know, we spoke of persistence and consistency. It doesn't matter if you have never got an A, even a B. I don't know the grading you use. An A or a B or a C in science or in your physics. But today we said you have a decision to make. Today you have a decision to make. Today I will do my best. Say today. Say after me. Today I will do my best. To become my best. Yes. You know, we are not saying to become the best as if we are now, we want you to compete with your former, with your The results you got last term, compete with those ones. If you compete, I must beat her, I must beat her, I must beat her in this. And then you don't beat her, then you even start, like it becomes like an enmity situation, which is not good. So you become the best that you can be. Every day strive for that. So thank you so much. Doubts. Okay, one last one from this side, we finish. One last distraction. Yes? What? Thank you very much. Please let's appreciate her because she has gossip, yes. And this is the thing about gossip. If I'm gossiping with Somya, yeah? Somya, if we are gossiping with you today, I can assure you that, sorry, I need some water. When you leave the room, Somya, we are gossiping about you also. Anyone you are gossiping with, it's not because that you are your best friend, you are the best. Even you, when you leave, we are gossiping about you. That's how it works. So gossip is a waste, really. It's not good for friendship. It is not good for, it is toxicity. And you don't need it. And it is a distraction. What the shoe she's wearing, did you buy for her? Look at yours. Look at her hair. Look at how she speaks. Look at how we need to at least think about ourselves, not just about others. Why was she speaking like that? Why was she talking like that? What was she about? Always gossiping. People, if you want to know somebody who will fail, listen to their language. Listen to their language. They will gossip, always talking badly about others. You cannot hear anything positive from them. And there are people like that. Very negative, pessimistic. And even if you stand here and say, oh, I want to become a surgeon, they say, you, because they don't even believe, that you can actually do that. So that's why I was saying we need to be very careful about friends because they're the ones bringing the gossip. So those are some of the distractions. And even boys, you're not talking about boys? Or you don't think about them, they're not a distraction? Come on, I'm your big sister, you tell me. Yeah? It's a very big issue. Yes, I know. And you are thinking about a boy. The whole prep, you cannot even concentrate because you're thinking about a boy who is not even thinking about you. He's very serious with his mathematics and he's very serious with his physics. And you're there, you can't even sleep. The morning you have a hangover because of thinking about a boy. There will be time for dating. There will be time for thinking about, there's time for everything under the sun. Say there is time for everything under the sun. Okay, so what's the time for right now? Yes, I'm glad you know that. Please appreciate yourself. This is the thing. We always think that we know. I'm finishing. We always think that we know, oh, if I go do this, maybe we're on holiday. If I go and meet this boy, nobody will know. You think you're smart. You think you're smart. You think you're smarter than your parents. They know these things. You think you can lie to your teacher. They know these things. So there will be time for that. There will be time for thinking about the boys. Don't waste your time here thinking about somebody who's not thinking about you and it's just a distraction. And your physics, you got 36% out of 100. We need to, reduce those distractions and so that we can be able to concentrate on the right things. So the last one I want to speak about, because my time is even gone now. This is the most important, collaboration skills. Say collaboration skills. How could you be here if it's not a collaboration? Between your parents, the government, Ministry of Education, our school here, our chairman and the governing council, our teachers. It's a collaboration. I mean, I've come all the way from Kenya, all the way from Africa. By the way, do you know where Kenya is? Yeah? No, we are part of India. We are down there after Kerala. No? Yes, so I've come from Kenya Kenya is in Africa, of course. Kenya is in Africa, is in East Africa. Those of you need to do your history class as well. You see where Kenya is. You can check the map again. Kenya is in Africa, in East Africa. We border the Indian Ocean. At least we share the Indian Ocean. I have come all the way from Kenya, all the way from Africa, to also collaborate with you. To collaborate with you. In any game, you need a team. Say, I need a team. Yes, because we said life is a game. You are here, you are playing the game. The fact that you are here in this, you are playing a game. You're playing the game of life. You need a team, and you need to know who is on my team, who is cheering me, so that I can go ahead and score the goals that I want to score. So who are some of the people who are, are in your team? Okay, I just said, but just say, let's see if you are listening. Who's in your team? Yes? Family, we appreciate her. Family, who else? Who else is in your team? Yes? Go ahead, you had. Friends. Yes, friends. You need friends, yes. Who else is in your team? Our gurus, yes, our teachers, they are in our team. Can you see how the kind of support we have? See the kind of, okay, who else is in our team? Brothers, that's family. Yes, me, clap for me. Thank you. So, who else is in your team? Yes, please appreciate her. Of course. And God is on your side. He woke you up this morning, gave you breath, gave you good health. You're here. You can walk, you can laugh, of course he's on your side. Given you a good brain. That's very important. Who else is in your team? See all the people. You're raising your hand? The Prime Minister, can we appreciate him? Yes, the Prime Minister is on your team. You are the winning team. Are we not the winning team? Are we not the winning team? We are the winning team, isn't it? We clap for ourselves because we are going to win. We must be the winning team. You cannot fail. You can never fail, and you can never be small with that kind of team backing you up. Is that true? You believe that? So for those of us with the most hardest subject, I want you to know that you cannot fail. Say, I cannot fail. You cannot fail. And if you forget everything else I have said here, I want you to remember this. I cannot fail. Okay? Say, I cannot fail. One day, if you remember me, please, because I know you're great men, women, and great women here. I know you'll become presidents, isn't it? Any president here? Any president? We have a president. Please clap. Oh, you're not sure about it? Any president here? Okay, she's a bit sure. So let's clap for her. I just mean you become great men and you become great women. Please remember, please don't forget. Remember there's a lady who came from Kenya. At least if you can just remember this. If you forget everything, remember this one. I cannot fail. Say, I cannot fail. And I don't know if you are writing, but at least, even if you forget everything else, please just remember. Every morning you wake up and say, I cannot fail. It is not my portion. I did not wake up to fail, and I don't have people supporting me like this, and I fail. I want you to tell that to your mind and preach that to your mind every day. You look at physics, you look at the marks that you got last time, it's staring at you. But you look at that marks and say, I cannot fail. The mathematics teacher has left the class, you're still wondering, you're still scratching your head. You look at that and say, I cannot fail, and you follow that teacher. Teacher, I didn't understand this. Yeah? Or you follow your friend. Some of us, you have friends who are getting 98% and they are your desk mates and you're getting 22%. So you need to talk to them because you told yourself in the morning, I cannot fail. Because I have collaborated with all of these people. Even God is on my side. I cannot fail him. At least I cannot fail God, you know? and your family. Some of you, you are firstborns. Your siblings are looking up to you. They say, oh, my sister is at Sainik school. They are looking at you. They may never tell you, but they look at you and they admire you. They say, one day I'll go to high school. They are looking up to you. You cannot fail. Your children, I told you are not here for yourself. I know you're young. But the next 20, I was young like you and seated there. Today I'm speaking after many years. You know? I'm not in uniform, but I'm speaking after many years. But I know you are not seated there for just yourself. Even your children are also, you are there for your children too. Maybe 10 years to come or 20 years to come or that years to come, you are there not just for yourself, not just for your siblings, not just for your parents, not just for a good certificate from Sainik. You are there for your children and for your children's children. That's why I say, the decision you're making today, don't say, oh, I'm just very young, you know, I can play around. You are making a choice every day, even for the children that you will have, even for your children's children. You are making a choice for them today. And you cannot fail them. Can you? Can you? Say, I cannot fail them. Yes, those are my girls. Please appreciate yourself. So, one last revision, the skill number 1. 3. 4. Okay, tell me something about consistency and persistence. Somebody, I have a gift for you if you do. Of course I came with gifts. I don't come just like that. Let's see. Just one thing I said about consistency, because I'm a good teacher. I want to see if you understood. Yes? Very good. Can we appreciate her? Of course, I have you are now in my good books, so I have a gift for you. So you come. You come, I'll give you a gift. Of course, clap for her, yes. Clap for her. Just go ahead and come. So I'll give you this small booklet, 7 key practical skills for a winning student. You can put it in your pocket. I'm sure it will be of value to you. What's your name? Priya. Priya, congratulations. Very good, very good. Okay, so that was consistency and persistence. And the 5th one. That was the 5th one? The 5th one? Resilience. One thing I've said about resilience. Or how you understood it. You don't have to phrase, you can rephrase. One thing I said about resilience. We all forgot, okay. We all forgot? Okay, what is resilience? Okay, are we resilient? Are you resilient? No, you were looking at me. Stop looking the other way. We were looking at each other. Now you're looking at your friend. You don't remember anything about resilience? Yes? Okay, of course, what about distraction? You try? Is distraction from anything is what? Okay, we appreciate her. We said resilience is your ability to stay through in difficult times, because life sometimes will not always give you what you want. And you don't start hating your teachers and saying they don't like me, or your parents because you're not getting what you want. Yeah? You need to stay through and you need to be positive and say, even if I didn't get this in mathematics, I will get it in this coming term. And I will get the grade I want from Sainik. And I will get to the university I want. I will get the dream. I will achieve my dream. So clap for me. I'm the one who has known that. Okay, and the last one. Okay, oh yeah, that was number 6. Yes, concentration. One thing about concentration. Focus. We have the boys are getting it. We have the boys, right? Yes. Please clap for the boys. They got it. And the last one, collaboration. So what did I say about collaboration? Yeah? I want somebody, not a chorus, but just raise your hand. Thank you. In everything you must have a, and then you also need to know who is in your team because you play in a team, right? Okay, let's appreciate her. Okay, fantastic. So I want, with those very, very many words, I want to say thank you so much. And I want to say, I believe in your dreams. Do you believe in your dreams? Yes. Very, very good. I believe in your dreams. I believe there is a place for you at the top. Say yes if you believe it. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you at Ganpat University. There's a place for you at which other university? Oh, there's a place for you at Oxford University in the UK. That one you're not saying yes? There's a place for you at Harvard University. There's a place for you at the University of Nairobi. Yes, that is in Kenya. I'll be very happy to welcome you in Kenya, and I'll be very happy to welcome you in Africa. Just know you have a big sister from Africa, you have a big sister from Kenya, and you cannot fail, okay? Yes. And also, I said I believe in your dreams. There's a place for you at the top, and there is also a very big God to make your dream come true, okay? So we repeat, I cannot fail. I have what it takes. I'm going to win. Then appreciate yourself. Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure. God bless you so much. So since I'll be going back, just Friday back to Nairobi, I want to say you can find me online when you go home, not when you're in school. When you access social media at home, if you're on social media, I post a lot of things of value that will be able to help you as a young girl become that great woman that we know that you are. So you can check me on social media, on LinkedIn, if you have LinkedIn, Sarah Munyi. On Facebook, Sarah Munyi, the life coach. Any platform, if you search Sarah Munyi, you see my face, please engage, say, hi, big sister, and I'll know that you're from Ganpat. I'll be very, very happy to engage you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for inspiring us, enlightening us, and showing path how to bridge with students. Your years of research, your depth of understanding, your ability to present the subject in such an interesting way that today produced memorable morning in our life. Thank you very much. Now I request our principal, Kiri sir, for vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, all, and happy Guru Purnima to all. Today we have a special day as we have a special session with international speaker Ms. Sarah Munyi. Thanks, ma'am, for coming and address our students, our school cadets on this beautiful topic. I feel immense pleasure to extend my gratitude to President Sir Ganpat Bhai Patel and our Dadi for their valuable presence in this session. I extend my gratitude to Mr. and Mrs. Daniel for their presence in this program. Sir's schedule is quite busy, even though he remained present. Thank you, sir. Today, our all GC members, Kamini ma'am, Praveen sir, and Girish sir, all are present. Thank you, all of three, for your valuable presence. Your presence creates motivation for our cadets and teachers. I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Sanjay Vanani, sir, for coordinating this beautiful session with Ms. Sarah Munyi. I also extend my thanks to Chetan Shukla, sir, for their valuable presence along with their cadets and teachers, team of teachers. Thank you all Sainik School cadets and staff members for great cooperation and coordination. Thanks to all members who directly or indirectly connected with this program and made the program successful. Thanks to management to provide us permission to use this beautiful property for this program. Now I request to all, please raise at your seat for university song.
गणपत विद्यानगर तणा हमें तेज पुंज अविनाशी आधन्य धराना संतानो हमें सरस्वती अनुरागी आधन्य धराना संतानो हमें सरस्वती अनुरागी गणपत विद्यानगर गणपत विद्यानगर नवचेतन हम पगले प्रगटे आलस जड़ता त्यागी युग युग नांधार हरती नान जोत अहि जागी युग युग नांधार हरती नान जोत अहि जागी गणपत विद्यानगर गणपत विद्यानगर ज्ञान तणा निर्मल प्रकाश थी धर धर उज्जवल करशु सत्य प्रेम करुणा छलकावी स्वर्ग भूमि पद धरशु सत्य प्रेम करुणा छलकावी स्वर्ग भूमि पद धरशु गणपत विद्यानगर गणपत विद्यानगर समाजनो उत्कर्ष साधवा हमें विद्या ने आराधी रहे न कोई दीन अकिंचन क्रूर दुष्ट हतभागी रहे न कोई दीन अकिंचन क्रूर दुष्ट हतभागी गणपत विद्यानगर गणपत विद्यानगर यज्ञ दान तप कर्म हमारा शाश्वत रहे प्रकाशी धरा गुर्जरी मात भारती थाशे धन्य सुभागी धरा गुर्जरी मात भारती थाशे धन्य सुभागी વિદ્યા પરાક્રમથી અંબર આંબી લઈશું. સુજલામ સુફલામ ધરતી માના ચરણે જીવન ધરશું. સુજલામ સુફલામ ધરતી માના ચરણે જીવન ધરશું. ગણપત વિદ્યાનગર, ગણપત વિદ્યાનગર.
Thank you all.